Hi guys, it's Peter and welcome to our channel. And here I am gliding on my custom built Monster VESC XR. If you saw my previous video, you know pretty much everything about this build, and you already know why I call a Monster VESC XR. If not, it's no big deal. By the end of this video you will know all specs about this monster. Pretty much today I'd like to, since I built my Monster VESC XR, I've been asked already a few times or so for my opinion and comparison with ADV 2 Pro. To be honest, comparison is gonna be kinda hard since I don't own ADV 2 Pro and I never rode ADV 2 Pro. Pretty much I will provide some numbers and you will decide which board is more capable or which board will be more suitable for you. Opinion about ADV 2 Pro from Floatwheel. I think it's the best board you can get for the price, for power and for range. Pretty much simply there's nothing from Future Motion can come even close. The price wise, it's $21.50. It's not so bad. The power wise, with that Cannon core motor, it's a mind-blowing torque compared to any wheel from Future Motion, and the range actually is pretty good. It's more than GT. If I can compare it with my Monster VESC XR, that will be kind of interesting comparison just by numbers. Like I said, since I never rode that board, I cannot speak about something which I didn't experience it. But numbers, let's try it, put it side by side and see what we got. Pretty much form factor, well, they both has one wheel, right, and standing platform similar. Height of center of gravity on both boards. I mean, if compared my XR to ADV2, of course, on a XR platform, a center of gravity it's lower, clearance it's higher, pretty much. Lower center of gravity, it's more stable board, better clearance. It's more capable board for off-road. Then weight. Both boards is pretty close. My Monster VESC XR, it's a 41 pound and 5 ounces. ADV 2 Pro, it's kind of difficult to say for sure. I saw some guys stated it's around 40 pounds, some guys stated it's around 41 pounds. Then I saw a YouTube video when one dude put his brand new ADV 2 Pro on a scale and it shows like 41.5. Pretty much it's the same as my board, maybe ounces or two of one board heavier than another, but that's not gonna make any huge impact. Then about motors, ADV2 using a Cannon core revision 3 motor, and some people think it's a revision 2. No, actually Floatwheel original one, first batch of like 200 boards or so did have a first revision. But then it turns that first revision it was wanting for more torque but really kind of slow motor, and they redesigned it. Tony did redesign it motor. That's when revision 2 pops. Motor slightly less torque than first generation, but better top speed. And pretty much all mostly all original ADV was being produced with Cannon core revision 2 motor. ADV 2 Pro, now it's a Cannon core revision 3, and the difference is on a revision 3 the winding is slightly different for better torque as far I know, but I'm not 100% positive on that. Also the magnets, they switch it to N52 concave. Pretty much better magnets, stronger magnets. It does mean that motor has better torque. It sounds like it's kind of difficult. Some people saying around 15%, some people saying around 10% more powerful. And actually, I saw a couple guys which saying there's not much different compared to original one. I still assume since they put it more stronger magnets N52, they probably did gain it around 10 to 15% more torque. My board using it's built on Superflux Revision 2, and it's a high torque version. A lot of people doesn't know Superflux. They make two different versions of Superflux Revision 2. There's a high torque and high speed. Since I'm a big heavy guy, I'm 290 pounds, and I need torque as maximum as possible. That's why I built this monster on a high torque motor, and this motor is really mind-blowing. And I believe I saw before on Google, the guy was comparing ADV2 with Superflux high torque motor, and according to his experience, it sounds like he got both. Superflux high torque motor, it's much more powerful than Cannon Core Revision 3. Pretty much, yeah, like I said, Superflux is mind-blowing motor, and Cannon Core Revision 3, it's also pretty good motor as well. Then controllers. Both boards, like my Monster VESC XR, it's running on Little Fucker 3.1, and Cannon Core also, it's a VESC based controller, but it's the own controller, and as far as I know, a Floatwheel controller can pop more amperage than Little Fucker. Pretty much in theory, that controller can get more power, but depends, of course, on settings, on the battery. Okay guys, now let's compare it a battery pack. ADV2 Pro using 20S 2-piece Samsung 50S cells, and my board also 84 volts, but it's a 20S 3-piece with Samsung 50S cells. Samsung 50S cells in my application works pretty good because it's a 3S and it's a 1080 watt battery capacity. On ADV2 they use in 2S configuration, which means its maximum can handle 50 amp discharge. When they switch it from moly cells, I was kinda hoping they're gonna switch to moly cell P50B. Those cells, it's much higher discharge rate than Samsung 50S, and they can handle 60 amp discharge on a single P. Pretty much in 2-piece they can handle 120. Samsung 50S can handle only 50 amp in 2P. In my case, since it's a 3P, it can handle 75 amps. Yeah, pretty much, guys, you can see I got same weight as a Floatwheel, 50% more battery capacity. With Superflux high torque motor revision, I got better torque, at least in my opinion. And the price wise, this build, it did cost me slightly under $2,000, which, like I said before, I was planning to buy it a Floatwheel, but since I built this guy, and the price wise pretty close to what Floatwheel will cost me. Pretty much, like I said, it's hard to compare it if you don't have other board, but I did provide it as best I can those numbers, and you decided which one is better. Well, pretty much that's all I got for this video. I hope it was interesting, enjoyable. If you guys did enjoy it, thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future videos, subscribe. We will be really appreciate it. Thank you.